Alright guys, my name is Arijit and I welcome you to this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about can you find basically a buyer's list from Facebook. This is quite common for all of you guys who are into this industry for more than 2 years or 3 years. You already know this stuff, but for the basic audience or the basic beginners who doesn't know how to find winning audiences or winning ad sets, this video is kind of for those people only, and right now I'm working on this video so you can understand from the scaling ad slide that what I'm talking about. So what people do is basically they start with a $5 ad set, they expect like $500 in return, and that is all. Anyways, jokes apart, so they spend $5 and they have a mindset of getting at least $100 in sales with that $5 ad spend, and that is crazy, guys. Even any billionaire cannot give you that guarantee that you would make $500 with just $5 ad spend. But nonetheless, it's possible. But if you are just starting out, it's kind of a false claim that you are following. So what is this all about? If you start with $5, let's be realistic in this game. If you start with $5, you will not expect any sales. You should not expect any sales. If you get like one sale for that, let's say your product was $19.99, it's a good luck strategy. So what I'm trying to say in this video is that you shouldn't have a mindset of making huge amount of money with a minimum investment. The concept that you should be focusing on is that if you create multiple $5 ad set, let's say ad set number 1, ad set number 2, ad set number 3, ad set number 4, and goes on. If you create like 10 different ad sets for $5 each, that means you're spending $50 in total. You can expect to make 3 to 4 sales from that. If you spend like $50, if you even make back, let's say your product was $20, if you make back around 5 sales for that, $20 multiplied by 5 equals $100. So you're investing $50 to make back $100, and that is how you find winning audiences. But I'm just getting deviated from this point anyways. So the point here is you have to create multiple ad sets. You cannot just expect to create one single ad set and expect 500 sales. That is not possible. You have to figure out what you want to opt for. If you want to scale with a pricing strategy, then you can opt for this exact slide strategy that I'm talking about or going to talk about. So you start with $5 ad set, you spend 3 days, so that means $15, you make back $50 in that. That is possible with $5. 500 is not possible. So you make back $50. You then reinvest that $50 into creating multiple ad set with a bigger budget. So you create $10 ad set, you create $15 ad set, you create $20 ad set, and you run those for, let's say, 3 days, and you get few amount of sales. So let's say after 12 days you got back $500 in revenue from these ad sets. So you are now having multiple ways or multiple ad sets to scale your business, and that is the truth, guys. That is truth. So you have to build your purchase pixel by doing this. You cannot just expect to make one single ad set for $5 and you got like one sale in 3 days and you are creating lookalike audience for that. That is not going to work, guys. You have to create, you have to match your pixel, purchase pixel basically, in order to make sure that this works for you in the long term. So this is first strategy number 1. Strategy number 2 is to scale your business using lookalike audience. As I've started this video with is it possible to like get buyers list for your products, this is the exact way to get buyers list. So you create lookalike audience based on your purchase pixel, let's say 20 days, 30 days, 80 days, whatever it matters, it doesn't matter. You create 180 days lookalike audience. You can create, by the way, 180 days lookalike audience. So once you create lookalike audience based on your purchase pixel, you can then promote your ads to those lookalike people. Lookalikes are basically similar interest based people whom you were targeting before. So let's say it's kind of a very, I explained in a very off term, but let's say I am in the dog niche, let's say. So I love dogs, I love Siberian husk, by the way. So I am following some pages or fan pages based on Siberian husks, and now what you are going to provide me is that you are going to target me. Basically you are targeting Siberian husk, those people who like Siberian husks. So I am getting targeted with your ads, I'm seeing the ads, I'm purchasing your product, and you got one sale from me. Now what you'll do is you'll ask Facebook to find similar looking people, not facial looking people, but similar interest based people on their platform. So Facebook is going to look at my background data, as in like whichever post I've liked till date, whichever action I've taken. Am I a fast clicker on the ad? Am I just a fluff person? I just like to visit websites and I just add products to the cart and I exit out from the website. Am I that kind of a person or anything? He's going to target. He's going to look at my background and analyze what other metrics are there based on such parameters. So Facebook is going to look at all over their 1.7 billion people and look at or find you similar based interest based people or identities. So that is how you create lookalike audience, and that is how you diversify your audience reach. So that is the best way to go for it. Other than that, you can create targeting audience. You can retarget. If I didn't purchase from your website, you can retarget to me by offering me a coupon code or anything like that. That is the basic way to do it anyways. So the thing is, if you look at this slide, you might get confused. Wow, what the hell is this? Arijit, please explain to me. I'm not a huge mathematician. Even I'm not, guys. So this is a strategy that I use all the time, and it's quite simple. If I go through this strategy, you will understand what I'm talking about. So scaling your strategies or building huge bias list for your audience. Let's say you create lookalike audience for $10, right? Then, by the way, if you don't know how to create lookalike audience, you can just go to YouTube, and by the way, this is YouTube. So anyways, you can just search on YouTube about how to create lookalike audience. You will get bunch of videos on YouTube. I'm just basically going to provide you all the strategies. I'm not going to give you all the A to Z about dropshipping, because that will take me a lot of time, and that is a course material, by the way. So if you want to learn more about that, you can hit the link down in the description. I have a course. It's a training program from starting scratch from A to Z about dropshipping. You can take a look at this, but that's a shameless plug that I did right now. Anyways, I don't like promoting my course. If you guys want to opt for it, you can just DM me or anything, and that's cool. So this is the exact strategy that I use. So using lookalike audience, I create $10 lookalike ad sets. One ad set, by the way, and I run it for 3 days. Let's say I made back $100 from the lookalike audience, and lookalike audiences based on purchases are the best thing you can do. So in order to create lookalike audience, I would suggest you run these strategies first. Build your purchase pixel. Let's say have like 50 or 100 different purchases on your pixel, then you move on to the lookalike. Other than that, if you start with one purchase and create lookalike, it won't be any help to anyone. You are just going to help Facebook become more rich and rich. So you create $10 lookalike audience. You just run that for 3 days. Let's say I got like $100, and with lookalike audience you can get $100 easily. So with $30 spent, you can expect $100 in return. So you gave AliExpress for dropshipping the product $50, and you were left with $50 profit. So you then reinvest the $50 again to create lookalike audience for a bigger budget. Let's say you are doing $10, you are now going to do $50 lookalike audience, and this is where you can scale like crazy on lookalike audience. I have personally worked with $1,000 budget ad set, and I've seen people do like $10,000 per day budget, per day. I'm talking, not per month. So this is like $50 ad set. You can just go for this $50. Then let's say you run that for 3 days. That means $150 in total you have ad spent, and you made back $400. So out of those 400, you are spending around $100 on AliExpress and like 300s in profit, right? So you send those profits back to your company reserve. That means you save the amount. You don't have a reserve account in any business, but you just save the amount for reinvesting or creating more lookalike audience. That is a basic concept, guys. So you then reinvest $100 from that lookalike or from that profit. You run that for 3 days. Now you're spending $300 and you're getting $600. and you just spend 200 on AliExpress, so 400 in profit, right? So this is how you basically scale your business to the next level. Then again from 400 you create like $200 ad set, lookalike audience, run that for 3 days. That means you are spending $600. You can make back at least $1,500 from $600 investment with lookalike audience. That is how you scale your business, and that is the basic core concept which most 99% of the dropshippers don't value this much. They just run different ad sets, they just target different audiences, and they don't get huge amount of sales. And that is where we as a marketers come to play to help you guys out, right? So anyways, this is the basic concept that I was willing to take action on, to bringing you this concept all together. From my next videos, I'm going to show you over the shoulder videos, like show you all the ad sets and all those good stuffs. So stay tuned for that. Anyways, I do hope that you find value in this video, so do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button so that you get notified as and when I upload a new video on my YouTube channel. So stay tuned for everything that I'm promoting. I'm also doing on my Instagram. I post a lot of stories on Instagram, so do keep an eye on Instagram as well. If you feel like there's a link right in this video, like you can see from here or here, I don't know where it is. You can see like my Instagram link, right? Instagram profile page, or you can visit the description down below. I'll list all the things in there: my course material, my own Facebook business account, my own profile, YouTube subscribe list, or even what products I use, like not like what products I use, but what softwares I use to promote these kind of stuff. So I do hope that you find value in this. So I'll catch up with you in the next video. Till then, do whatever you want, but don't lose focus.